If you are looking for some of the very best plug and play tactics for FM23, you have come to the right place. Whether you're just short of time or you want a complete overhaul of your tactical system, here on the channel I will test the tactics so you don't have to. In today's video I'm going to be looking at an attacking 4-3-2-1. The subject of today's tactic testing video is going to be a tactic called the Amazing Hindle. It's set up as a 4-2-3-1 or it could be a 4-3-3 depending on how you want to look at it. Let's break down the position so you can see what you need. Starting at the back, you have a sweeper keeper who is set to defend. On the left you have a wing back set to automatic. Two ball playing defenders set to defend, first on the left and then the one on the right. On the right hand side, another wing back set to automatic. A defensive midfielder set to defend. Box to box midfielder set to support. An advanced playmaker set to attack. On the left hand side, an inside forward set to attack. On the right hand side, an inside forward set to attack. And at the top of the pitch, an advanced forward set to attack. So, as I said, it is a fluid system where it could be a 4-2-3-1, it could be a 4-3-3 outright. Its name is the Amazing Hindle. Its tactical style is mash-up. Its mentality is attacking. Its in possession will look like this. Its in transition will look like this. Its out of possession will look like this. So that's the tactic and the tactic breakdown. I have put this tactic through a single season sim using 3 different teams to see how it gets on. I have used Newcastle, Salernitana and Espanyol. We're going to kick the results off by looking at England and the Premier League, and we find Newcastle in 8th place and they've qualified for the Europa Conference League. If we break down that 38 game campaign then, they played 38, they won 17, they drew 4, they lost 17, scored 67, conceded 66, giving them a 1 goal difference and 55 points. That put them 6 points behind West Ham, who qualified for the Europa League in 5th, and it put them 17 points behind Arsenal, who finished in 4th and qualified for the Champions League. If we go to the profile page of the Premier League, we can see that Isak got 23 goals. In terms of the average ratings, he was the highest with 7.20. For assists, we had Trippier with 9. For Player of the Match awards, Isak got 5. Clean sheets, we have Pope down here on 18th with 7. For yellow cards, we've got Shah and Trippier, both on the list, 19 and 17, so you might need to tell them to ease off the tackles. Distance covered per 90 minutes, Lewis with 15.61. Tackles per 90 minutes, Trippier with 3.67. And dribbles per 90 minutes, they didn't have anybody in that category. So a solid start for Newcastle, finishing in 8th place. Let's look at the competitions tab. We can see that they were knocked out in the 5th round of the FA Cup by Wolves, but they did also win the Carabao Cup. So let's have a look. They beat Leeds 3-2 in the final, and they managed to get themselves a domestic trophy. Next, we are moving across to Italy. We are looking at Serie A, and we can see that Salernitana have actually finished in 4th place and have qualified for the Champions League. If we break down that 38 game campaign then, we can see they played 38, they won 24, they drew 5, lost 9, scored 87, conceded 51, had a goal difference of 36, and they finished on 77 points. Now, what's interesting here is they were actually in the title hunt all the way to the end of the season, only finishing a point behind the 2 teams above them, which was Napoli and Milan, and they only finished 6 points behind Inter Milan, who finished as champions. If we go into the profile page, we can see Piatek got 34 goals, Dia got a 7.46 average rating, Piatek 7.43, Dia got 13 assists, Mazzocchi got 11, Dia got 10 Player of the Match awards, and Piatek got 9. In terms of clean sheets, Sepe got 12. Yellow cards, Mazzocchi got 18, so again, it's a tactic that likes to jump into tackles. You might suffer disciplinary issues. In terms of distance covered per 90 minutes, Junior Samboya with 14.81. Tackles per 90 minutes, Bradovich with 3.48. Dribbles per 90 minutes, they didn't have anybody on that list. So a fantastic way for Salernitana to qualify for the Champions League, right in the title hunt to the end. What else did they do in terms of competitions? So in the Coppa Italia, they were knocked out in the second round by Spezia. Finally, we have jumped over to Spain and we are looking at La Liga. We are looking for Espanyol. We find them in 11th place. If we break down the 38 game campaign, they played 38 games. They won 12, drew 10, lost 16, scored 58, conceded 59, finished with a -1 goal difference, and they finished on 46 points. That left them 12 points behind Betis, who finished in 7th and qualified for the Conference League. And it left them 16 points behind Bilbao, who qualified for the Europa League. They were quite a way off of the top 4 in terms of qualifying for the Champions League. Go to the profile page of La Liga, you can see they don't really trouble the stats too much. But if we go looking, Puado got 13 goals, Braithwaite got 10. In terms of the average ratings, highest player wasn't even in the top 20. For assists, they had Vidal with 12. Player of the Match awards, let's see how they got on there. Not a single player inside the top 20. For clean sheets for the goalkeeper, didn't keep many clean sheets. Yellow cards, Vidal topped the list there with 14. So again, discipline issues with this tactic. Ruben Sanchez got 15.67 kilometres covered per 90 minutes. Tackles per 90 minutes, that goes to Vidal with 3.67 and Oscar Gil with 3.35. Dribbles per 90 minutes, they didn't have anybody in that category. So Espanyol have finished 11th in La Liga. Let's see what happens in the other competitions. They were knocked out in the second round by Aldense. So common thing of teams going out in the second round of the Cups. Apart from Newcastle, they managed to win themselves a Carabao Cup. So we've had Newcastle finishing 8th, Salernitana in 4th, and Espanyol finishing in 11th. Right, if you're still with me at this point of the video, firstly, a big thank you. Secondly, if you don't mind hitting the like and subscribe button to help the channel out, I really do appreciate it. Everybody who has come and supported across past couple of months has helped to drive the channel on. Really is nice to see the channel growing and growing. Before you go, don't forget to check out some of the other things on the channel. We have other tactic testers, including non-league. We have Wonder Kids, Let's Plays, rebuilds, hints, tips, tutorials, a little something for everybody right here on the channel. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it up there. A big thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video very soon.